Hi, my name is Michelle Vance. I'm a Goldwell National Educator. And today I wanted to share with you a new fun technique, a trend that I'm sure you're seeing a lot of, hair pixelation. I've been playing with it and I just want to show you a few techniques. So first I'm going to start with a brunette and we're going to do some pixelation with a pre-lightener. I'm going to be using Goldwell Silk Lift with 20 volume. And then we're going to go back in and create some color and dimension. So with the pixelation technique, you want to remember to always work on the flats of the head, as well as you can definitely see this technique more with a straight-haired client and in the areas where her hair is going to be a little bit flatter. So with her, I'm going to be working on the fringe area and creating that pixelation technique in this area, so you'll be able to see it as she straightens her bangs. And you also want to stay in the surface areas so that you can actually see the technique that you created. So I'm first going to go in and create a section about 1.5 inches from the top of her head. And we are going to do 3 planes of square sections, so they'll be laying on top of each other. So you want to make sure that that first section is really a nice straight line. And this is going to be 3 sections. I'm going to clip this up. And then your sections, you want to have them thick enough so that you can see the squares. So they're going to be about 1/4 inch. I am going ahead and using, this is a Goldwell aluminum thermal paper, so you can actually see the density of the hair. And I'm going to just go ahead and clip this into place so that it doesn't move. So I'm going to go in and create my squares. This is a craft brush. It's actually a sponge product, and it really helps me to create those nice lines to create a perfect square. So I'm using this product with the lightener, and I'm going to create the top of that square, and then I'm going to go back in with another thin layer of product and create the bottom of that square, so that you have 2 straight lines on either side. And you can go back in and do another layer so that you have even saturation. So that's my first square. And I'm going to go down diagonally and create another square still within this plane and do the exact same application. And then I'm just going to go ahead and lay the plastic on top of that so that I can see where my squares are. So that when I bring that next section down, that'll create my template. So again, another 1/4 inch section. And what I'm going to do to really create that pixelation technique is I'm going to do opposite on this one. So that when I go back and put color into these pre-lightened squares, I'll have 2 different layers and 2 different colors playing off of each other. To kind of hold that hair down so that I can create that perfect square. Just put that saran wrap on it, and then you'll just let that last section drop. And I'm going to go back to the first plane that I did, so the first 2 squares in the upper right and the lower left. see, you don't want to get too much product buildup on the sponge. So you can kind of wipe that off after each application. Make sure that you get enough saturation so that during the lighting process it's an even lift. Just going to do a little bit more in this last square. Put that plastic in to keep the hair in place, as well as to create a little bit of heat for lift. And then we'll just go ahead and let her process for 30 minutes. And that's my pixelation video. Have fun playing and have a colorful day.